everyone! If you are looking for a Tunisian crochet project that will help you practice the simple stitch, then this is the perfect project for you. This is a thick Tunisian crochet potholder that will make anyone think that you walked into Home Goods and bought it off the shelves. All of the information on the materials are linked down in the blog post below. So you are going to make a foundation row of 35 chains. If you do not know how to do the foundation row, then check in the link in the description for the foundation row tutorial. I did 15 for a sample. So now I'm going to do a Tunisian simple stitch in every stitch. And the same, if you don't know how to do a Tunisian simple stitch, then check the description box as well for that tutorial. And all you're going to do is simple stitch all the way across. This potholder is so easy to make. And as we get to the end of the row, don't forget you have to work behind those 2 bars at the ending. And now we're going to do the return pass like we normally would. So don't forget you yarn over and pull through 1, and then you yarn over and pull through 2 loops all the way until you have 1 loop left on your hook. And of course, I'm going to mess up right here. So yeah, 2 loops all the way until you have 1 loop on the hook. And for a clean edge, don't forget to just tug a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. So you're just going to repeat the simple stitch in each and every row until you complete 27 rows, or the length of your side, this is the front side, measures about 7 to 7.5 inches. And I'm going to show you in this next clip how to make sure you count your loops on your hook to make sure you have the right amount of stitches. Okay, make sure to count the loops on your hook. That's how you count your stitches. You should have 35 loops after every forward pass. I'm going to have 15. It's very important to have that stitch count because we have to seam the other side together, so it has to have the same number of stitches. Also, count your rows by counting the vertical bars, and you want to make sure you have the same number of rows as well. And in this pattern, the foundation row counts as row 1. Once you finish row 27, or your side measures about 7 to 7.5 inches, then we're going to do a slip stitch bind off. So you insert like you're doing a simple stitch, you yarn over, but then you pull through the loop to make a slip stitch. So I'll show you that again. Pull through, insert like you're going to do a slip stitch, but instead you pull through the loop on your hook. And this is going to be our slip stitch bind off. And you do that all the way across. And when you get to the ending, you do like you always do. You find those 2 vertical bars on your hook, and you're going to bind off that way. And I will show you that. We're at the ending, so look for those 2 bars on your hook and then slip stitch to bind off. Okay, so I have made my color B side and I also steamed blocked them so I could have nice straight squares. When you steam block, make sure you measure them because you want them to be as close to identical as possible. Now I'm going to make a slip knot so that we could join these two sides. Also, you don't have to worry about weaving in the ends because I just tucked them in to the pot holder. Did I not tell you this was really easy? So now when we join them, you want to make sure that the right sides are both facing outwards. So you're going to insert your hook through both of the top right corner stitches for both sides. You're going to now make a slip stitch to attach the two pieces together. And then once you make your slip stitch, you're going to then make a single crochet in that very same spot. And feel free to tuck that tail right inside your pot holder. Nobody will ever know. And then do your single crochet. And then you're going to single crochet in each stitch across all of the sides. When you get to the corners, you're going to do 3 single crochets in each corner, and that's going to help us to turn the corner. So I will show you that. But first, single crochet all the way until we get to our first corner. And you're working through both the stitches on both the color A and color B. And that's why it was important to have the same number of stitches. Okay, so we are right about at our corner right here. So you are going to do 2 more single crochets in that very same stitch, and that's going to help us to turn our corner. So in every corner you're going to do 3 double crochets in the same stitch. I'm now just going to tuck those tails in and continue to work down the sides. So when you're working down the sides, you're going to notice that you're going to be working through 4 loops on your hook because those were remember those 2 vertical bars from the Tunisian simple stitch, the edging? So you're going to be working through those 4 loops when you're working on the sides. And don't forget 3 single crochets in each corner space. So continue to work all the way around and I will meet you at the ending. We are at the ending. So now to join, you are going to do a slip stitch at the top of that first single crochet that you made. To make our little loop, we are going to chain 10. And then after you chain 10, you're going to do a slip stitch to attach the loop to make it into a loop. So attach the slip stitch in that single crochet to make your loop. Once you make your loop, now you can fasten off and tighten it. Oh, I guess there is one end to weave in, but that's okay. And there you have it, double-sided, nice and thick. And here is what yours will look like. And I love this pot holder so much. So you can make it for yourself or make it as a gift, and they will not believe that you made this. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more future free patterns.